welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, I'm going to be doing my full face of beauty box makeup look. So if you haven't seen this, or if you're new to my channel, I do try to do this every month as a month-end wrap-up. But what I try to do is go through all of my beauty boxes that I get throughout the month, because I think I get 8 right now. I think it's 8. It's either 8 or 9. So I do get like 8 or 9 beauty boxes, and I do also get like bonus boxes every once in a while. So like this month I had some Walmart bonus boxes, and what I try to do is go through all of my boxes and come up with a full face of makeup. Now this month I think I have everything except for foundation and powder. I think. I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be starting off with this product right here. It is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I did receive this in my BoxyCharm this month. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this all over my skin. Now I will say this, the lid keeps getting stuck, and I haven't actually opened this yet. So most of these products, I don't think I've opened most of these products. If they have like a safety seal on them, I don't think I've opened them. I did open the eyeshadow, I think. Just so that I'd be able to like get into that easily. So, all right, this is my first time trying this out. Okay. It is a skin tone or a cream, I guess, you know, there's so many different skin tones. But it is like a cream toned, cream toned cream. Listen to me, I'm so wonderful with words. Anyway, it looks to be similar to like the Benefit Professional, but it has a weird smell to it, and it feels thicker than the Professional, so I think I probably got a little bit too much out. Oh, I got some in my hair. Alright, so I would say that that definitely blurred some of my pores, but I wouldn't say they disappeared. I would say that it's on par with the Benefit Professional. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try that some more before I give a final determination on it, but it does have a similar look and feel to the Professional, not exactly the same, and for some reason the bottle keeps wanting to stick. That's really weird. Anyway, yeah, so it's not bad. Not bad. Just looking in my mirror down here to see how pore filling it really is, or blurring, I guess I should say, it really is. And it's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, I'm going to take a second and I'm going to put on some foundation and some concealer, because my under eyes, they normally aren't this dark, but for some reason I woke up this morning really tired and they were very dark this morning. So I am filming this in the evening. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put some foundation on and some concealer on, and I will be right back. Alright, so I have my foundation on, and I'm not going to tell you the foundation that I'm wearing because it is one of my June foundations, so you're going to have to wait until next week to see what it is, or go back and watch my May foundation review wrap-up video, because I do announce at the end of that video my June foundations. So either stay tuned for next week or go watch the end of that video. But I don't want to tell you because I don't want to spoil the surprise if you haven't seen that video. So I am wearing one of my June foundations. The only reason why I'm not wearing one of my May foundations is because some of the products that I'm using for my face are cream, and my May foundations were all powder foundations. I am actually going to use one of those in a couple of minutes to set my face, but for now we're going to go ahead without setting my face or my under eyes, which is probably very not the best idea. So my concealer, I am using the Collab, what is this called? It's just the No Flaws Liquid Concealer in the color Porcelain 01. I just put a little bit on my under eyes. I did a whole video testing out the Collab products last fall, I believe, when they came out, or last summer, something like that. But I do have a video testing out a bunch of Collab products. This is one that it wasn't too bad. Some of their products I didn't like. Some were better than others. So let's leave it at that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move into some of my other products. My bronzer, blush, and I'm using 2 highlighters. My first highlighter are all liquids. So that's why I haven't set my face. I'm going to go ahead and start with my bronzer. I'm just going to use it like it is a contour color. I might come back and kick myself in a couple of minutes because I don't have my eyeshadow on, and I think the eyeshadow I'm going to be using is a little bit powdery. Anyway, I am going to be using for my bronzer this right here. I just pulled it out of the package. This is the Laritzi Cosmetics Shade Sticks, and this is it right here in the color Aloha. And I got this in my glossy box. So all I'm going to do with this is just put a little bit in some specific areas. I might try to do my nose again. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put some on my cheek. Okay. And then we'll do this cheek. Is that about even? Looks about even. All right. Should I do my, I'll put, my forehead isn't really big. I used to do some contour on my forehead, and then I had some people just be like, Jessica, your forehead's not that big. You don't have to do that. I'm worried I'm going to mess everything up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit here, and a little bit here. Maybe. Okay. I'm really hesitant to do my nose, guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put some on my nose and see how it works. Usually when I do this, I end up just wiping away my foundation when I try to blend it, and it just doesn't look good. So, and I have a pretty bulbous nose. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to put on my face. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to try to blend that out a little bit. What I should have done is brought my, Clarisonic up here, but it's okay. So if you're wondering why I'm not using the contour palette that came in the BoxyCharm, it's because I did put it in my giveaway drawer. I just figured it was too dark for me, you know. It's fine. One of you guys will get it at some point here in the very near future. So, all right. I think that's pretty well blended. Does that look okay? I feel like I put a little bit too much on my lower neck here along my chin line. It's fine. Okay. My nose didn't turn out too bad. Maybe. Alright, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm not upset with that. And spoiler alert, this foundation really does oxidize on me. So if it's looking like it's getting darker, it's not just the bronzer. This foundation does oxidize on me. I just wanted to give it another try because, quite honestly, I like the foundation, but it oxidizes on me. I probably should have added a mix-in to maybe lighten it up a little bit, but I forgot to do that. So anyway, all right, on my cheeks for my blush, I'm going to be using this CLE. This is the Melting Lip Powder, and it says it's for long-lasting matte lip and cheek tint. So because I'm going to be using another highlighter, I figured I'd go ahead and use this as my cheeks because I didn't get any other blushes. So what I'm going to do is be very, very gentle. And I think I'm just going to put a couple of dots on each cheek, and then I'm going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. Or my beauty sponge, my Flower Beauty sponge. So I'm going to be very gentle here because I don't want to get too much color. Let's go with that. I'm going to put this away. I did drop a few little pieces of the powder on the table, which I'm going to get right now because I do not want to get that everywhere. All right, let's see if I can. I'm going to actually use the other side of the sponge and just try to blend that in. I might have gotten too much. Oh no! All right, so less is more. I'm going to actually go in with the other side of my beauty sponge that has some makeup still on it, both the bronzer and the foundation, and I'm just going to blend that. All right, so I definitely look rosy, but I'm not like super angry with it. I think what I would have preferred to do is maybe only put 2 dots. I put 5 dots on each cheek. I think if I would have only put like 2 or 3 dots, I think it actually would have looked really nice. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Now, granted, my foundation keeps getting darker, so keep that in mind. But I don't hate it. Is that weird? That might be weird. But I don't hate it. And I'm going to put powder on. I'm going to put powder foundation on anyway, so it will like soften it a little bit once I put that on. All right, my first highlighter I'm going to use is from J-Cat Beauty. This is the Aura Glow Liquid Highlighter in the color Crystal Sand. This I got in my, This I got in my Allure box. The CLE Melting Lip Powder I got in my Allure box. And the J-Cat Beauty highlighter I did get in my Ricky's Cult Crushes box, which I did just start getting that this month. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this. I'm hesitant to put it on this sponge. I'm just going to put a couple of dots just right on my face, similar to what I did with the blush. And I just got it in my hair, so that's good. Let's see. Try to get that out of my hair without getting it all over the place. And I'm going to put a little bit more on this side. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the side of my blender and blend that in. All right. I may have mixed a little bit of blush in. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put some powder on this and we'll see how it goes. So, okay. I think I have all of my liquid products done. So I am going to take some powder and I'm going to powder my face. I am taking the Pixie by Petra. This is the color correcting powder foundation in #1 cream, which is this right here. I'm going to actually use this as my face powder. So I'm going to actually just powder my whole face with this and see how it works. Okay, so I'm done with that. I think that really helped tone down the blush a little bit and tone down the highlighter a little bit, which I think I got a little bit carried away with. So I can still see the contour or the bronzing on my cheeks and on my chin. So I'm okay with that. Anyhow, let's keep going. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes next. I did put a little bit, no, I'm going to go ahead and put my other highlighter on. So I am using the Becca highlighter from my Sephora Play Bag, which was broken. I did just use my finger and press it in a little bit. I probably should put some alcohol in it. I have not done that yet. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to get a little bit on my brush and just add some golden highlight to the pinky highlight that I already have on my face. I have used this before. I do like it. I actually have another one of these that came intact, I think from my Allure box from a couple months ago. So, yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm done with my face. Let's go ahead and move into my eyes. So, I did put some concealer. When I did my concealer, I put some concealer on my eyelids just to get that going. So, for my eyes, I'm going to use a combination of multiple different products. From my specialty Walmart beauty boxes, I did get these two palettes. This is the Almay little quad in 100 unicorn, so it's a bunch of different like white shades. And then this one is the CoverGirl 805 Nudes True Naked palette. So these are what I'm going to use on my eyes. I'm also planning on using this stick right here. This is from Juice Beauty. This is the Phytopigments Cream Shadow Stick in the color 10 Cove. And I did get this in my Lola box. So These two were in my specialty Walmart boxes, and this was in my Lola box. So I'm going to start with the CoverGirl palette right here. I did not get any makeup products in either one of my Target boxes this month. So I am going to be using this brush right here. This is the angled eyeshadow brush from Sonia Kashuk. Or Kashuk, I think it's Kashuk. I forgot to use the sponge. Ooh, that is powdery. From her, I intended to use that, but then I had already wet my purple Flower Beauty sponge. And the Flower Beauty sponge is my favorite. So we'll try the Sonia Kashuk one at some point, but the Flower Beauty is my favorite sponge. So all right, now that that's done, now this is a really nice, it's actually angled. I'm not sure that the camera will pick up that actual angle, but it's nice and flat in the front, so it makes it really nice to like actually like get the color on the lid. But it's not really a crease brush, so I'm going to switch over to a crease brush to get color in my crease. All right, I'm going to use this brush. This came in my BoxyCharm last month, I think. This is step 2 for the shadow. This is more like an angled crease brush, but I'm going to go ahead and take this color right here, which I think is Fawn. The other color that I used was Shell. So I'm going to go ahead and take this lighter brown color. Again, like I said, I think it's Fawn. I'm going to put this in my crease. I think what I'm going to do next is go ahead and use my Phyto Pigment Stick from Juice Beauty, and I'm going to actually put this, didn't want to open, I'm going to actually put this right on my lid and then blend it. Alright, so this is the first product that I'm really not liking so far, like really not liking. It's hard, and I'm not getting any color off of it. So I'm going to take a blending brush and just see what I can do there. But I'm literally getting no color off of it at all. Like nothing. Alright, I'm going to go back into my so this I would not recommend. I'm going to go back into the CoverGirl palette. I'm going to take the third color here, which is Champagne, and I'm going to put that on my lid. I'm actually going to use the same brush from Sonia Kashuk that I used to put my base color on. That one's really powdery too. So some of these are really powdery, some of them not so much. But I'm going to put this champagne color on my lid, which actually looks really pretty, I think. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take that other brush that I was using and go into the brown color here, which is Cocoa. Pretty much everything I used other than that champagne color is a matte. Everything else I've used on my eyes so far is matte other than that champagne color, which is a glitter. So I'm going to just put this in the outer corner of my eye just to deepen it up a little bit. Before I keep going on my eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go in with my eyeliner that I'm going to use today because I want to see how this looks before I put too many other colors on my eyes. This is from Touch in Soul. It's called Style Sepia Fresh Garden Gel Liner with Diamond. I did receive this in my Ipsy bag. And I was going to do the black pot, this one right here. But I decided to go ahead with this one because I didn't want to use two different colors on my eyes, eyeliner wise. And I figured actually the way this looks on your eyes, it's really dark anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on and see how it looks. Well, it's supposed to be green. And it looks green if you put it on your hand. Like here, I'll put a little bit on my hand. What it actually looks like is brown with it says it's with diamond. It's like a green shift to it. And I don't know that the camera will pick that up because I don't think it did when I did my unboxing video. But that is like, it's like a brown with a green shimmer in it. It looks black on the eyes. To me, it looks black on the eyes. All right, I'm going to go into the little Almay color and I'm going to go with the... So the thing with these is that they're 4 different finishes. I'm going to go in with the shiniest one, like the one that has the most glitter, and I'm gonna actually just put this on my lid. That's not too bad. Honestly, these little quads, I've looked at them several times. I forget the price of these, but to me, there's not like one shade that I'm dying to have. And I think that would be the only reason why I'd pick one of these up, is if there was like a shade that I loved no matter what I was looking for. The bronze one that was supposed to be in this box, I might have liked that one a little bit better. But this one's okay too. I'm going to go ahead and take this little like pencil brush almost. I'm going to go in the matte shade. And I'm just going to put that up here along the top of my brow bone. Or the bottom of my eye bone, I guess. Brow bone. And I'm just using the matte finish. I'm not using the shimmery finish. So, just a little bit. Okay. On my under eye, actually I think I'm going to use this same brush. I'm going to go back into the CoverGirl palette, and I'm just going to use this color right here, which is the cocoa color. Yeah, the cocoa color. And I'm just going to smoke that along my lower lash line. I don't know that I like that very much. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush. I probably should have done this before I did the brown, but I'm going to go in the first color here, which is Buff, and that has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Really powdery. This is a really powdery. Anyway, I'm going to put that on my inner corner. So this palette, honestly, it's not bad. It's actually, I think this is my first CoverGirl palette, and it's not bad. Would I pick it up as my first choice? Probably not. I am going to go ahead and put it in my collection. Not sure that I'll use it again, but now that I have used it, I can't give it away. So anyway, I think that's the extent of the eye look I'm going to go for. The only thing I would be very interested in using this shade right here, which is Coffee. I'm going to go ahead and swatch that because it swatched beautifully the other day when I swatched this. It's very powdery. So keep that in mind. It's very powdery. But there's the shade. And I'm really kind of into bronzes lately. I mean, I really do like pinks. Like pinks and reds are like my diehard favorite. But I do like bronzes too. All right. Next up, I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside and this aside. The Juice Beauty I did not like at all. And the eyeliner was okay. It's nothing like special. Like I wouldn't go out and buy it. It's a gel liner, but it's actually kind of hard. It was tugging on my eyes a little bit. So it's not like the best. There's other gel eyeliners that are much better than this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. For my lashes, I'm going to be using this right here. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It is loved by most. I don't think I can say that I've seen one person who doesn't like this. I have never tried it. It did come in my Walmart specialty box. So I'm going to give it a try because everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my lashes and see what it does. And this is, it's a very wet formula. Oh, I'm not going to like this, I don't think. So this is in the Blackest Black shade. I'm not particularly fond of wet formulas because that usually means it's going to get everywhere on me. And there it did. I blinked my eye. I got it on my under eye. Didn't even put my under eye lashes on, or lash mascara on yet. Alright, let's go ahead and do that before I clean that up. Okay, so I only put one coat of that mascara on, and honestly, it's not living up to the hype as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's not a bad mascara by any stretch of that word. It's not a bad mascara, but when it's called Voluminous Lash Paradise, I would expect it to be more volumizing than it is. I still prefer my Wet n Wild, the black one. What is it called? I threw my old one away and I bought a new one. Well, whatever it is. The black Wet n Wild one that I used in my top 10 drugstore products that I would go out and buy. I prefer that one over this one. I don't think this one's that great. I think it actually does a better job on my lower lashes than my upper lashes. I don't know. I'll keep trying it out and see if I like it. If anybody wonders what I do to clear up the mascara that transfers, because I do have really long lashes, and it will sometimes transfer up here before it gets dried, or on my under eye before it gets dried. I pretty much grab a Q-tip. I have a whole cup of Q-tips back here. Grab a Q-tip. I have this little bottle from Garnier Skin Active. You can see this is micellar water. So pretty much this has a little dot in the top, and the Q-tip fits perfectly in the dot, and I just like upend it and get a little bit of the micellar water on the Q-tip, and that cleans my mascara right up. Okay, the last item that I have to put on my face today is a lipstick. It is this right here. It's from Stix Cosmetics. It came in my Lola Beauty box, and this is, if I can get it open, a red lipstick. There it goes. And it is literally in the color red. But there is the product right there. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my lips. I'm going to use the pointy end to line my lips, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on. All right, that is more difficult to apply than it looks because of the odd shape of it. It's more difficult to apply than it looks. As far as the shade goes, it's supposed to be red, but it's almost like a pinky red. It's not like a blood red, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's it. Let's go back over the products real quick. I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but let's go back over the products real quick. So, my primer. This actually did a really good job on my nose. When I first put the primer on my nose, I was still seeing some of my pores, but now that all my makeup's on top of it, my nose actually looks really, really like smooth. That's surprising. So this, I think, did a pretty good job. All right, we're not going to talk about the foundation or the powder because those are products, and the concealer because those are products I already had. Let's go ahead into the bronzing stick. I actually kind of like this. Now, I did cover it up with a colored foundation, powder foundation. I think I would use this again, but I would try to use it just under a translucent powder because I can still see it. I can definitely still see it. I can still see the blush. I can still see the highlighter, especially after I went over the highlighter again. So I would definitely use this again, and it blended out really nicely, really easily. So this I'm impressed with. This I will definitely try again. This is blush. Yeah, I'm gonna actually put some of this on my lips, I think. I'm gonna be very careful not to get too much of the powder. But this is blush, is a little scary. You guys saw it. Oh, I dropped some. Now that is a red. And I was actually watching Just Ann. If you guys have ever seen her, it's just_Ann. She does a lot of unboxing videos, and she was saying that this will dry down. I haven't really tried this yet. She said this will dry down, but then like you can wipe your finger across it and it will wipe off. So right now it still feels wet. Well, let's talk about it how I used it as a blush. That's a red. I thought I got on my teeth. I did not. As a blush, I used 5 little dots on my cheeks. I think you could use this as a blush, but I would not recommend putting 5 dots. Maybe 2, and then if you need a little bit color, then add like another dot 1 at a time. You could probably even start with 1 dot if you don't like really evident blush. But I was actually amazed at how well it worked. I wasn't sure it was going to actually work, and it worked better than I thought it would. The highlighter, this stuff, I'm not real sure about. It has straight up glitter in it. I put some on the back of my hand when I first got it, and this is like straight up glitter in it. So this, I don't know. I just don't know about this one. It blended out nicely. It looked pretty. It might be something that I would consider putting all over my face. Like my sister's getting married at the beginning of 2019, and she asked me to do her makeup. So we're going to start trying to test out some stuff. But anyway, maybe that's something that I would put like under a foundation or something. I don't know. This is something. This I like, the Becca, this is the Champagne Pop. I don't think I said the color before, but this is the Champagne Pop. This is a nice highlighter. It's a little bit on the darker side than what I would normally wear, but it's nice. I like it. It's definitely bright. As far as the eyeliner goes, it's okay. I expected it to be more green than what it is. It's more of a dark brown. It looks almost black. The eyeshadows that I put on, the Juice Beauty is a hard pass. It's not worth your money as far as I'm concerned. Not at all. This CoverGirl True Naked palette, I don't think I would buy this. I don't think the shades are overtly pigmented. I think that there are other drugstore palettes that are better than this. The palettes from Flower Beauty that you can get at Walmart, those are nice. The Wet n Wild palettes, those are nice. I would not get this. It's not bad. I mean, if you like these shades and this is something that you're interested in, they're pigmented. I just think this is kind of boring, and you can get, like, there is a palette similar to this in Flower Beauty that you can get. So I would get that over this. It's not a bad palette. It's just not my favorite. This little thing, it's a nice idea, and it's not bad. It'll actually, I think this is what kind of saved my eye look. If I didn't have this just on the top, my eyes would look really boring. But I just don't know that it's worth it, however much this is. I don't know that this is worth it just to get like one shade in each palette. I just don't think that's worth it. That's just me personally. I would rather, whatever that cost, take and buy a palette with 4 different shades. That's just me. This Stick Cosmetics lipstick, I didn't like the shade. I thought it was difficult to put on. It's a nice theory. It's a nice thought. I mean, like, they say that you can pretty much use one hand to put this on. You pretty much do that, and then you can do this, or maybe you can twist it up. I don't know. Their gimmick is that you can use one hand to do your lipstick. Maybe. I don't think this... There it goes. I don't think that's really feasible, but that's their theory. That's their selling point, is that with the design you can use just one hand. I didn't like the shade. I just didn't like the shade. Hence the reason why I put the other lipstick on top. It looks really dark in the stick itself, but you saw once it was on, it was more like a pinky red. And the L'Oreal Voluminous Slash Paradise that everybody seems to love. It's all right. It's a mascara. I like the Wet n Wild one better. I personally would tell you to go get the Wet n Wild one if you're looking for a drugstore mascara. And I have really long lashes. When I put mascara on and I wear my sunglasses, no matter what pair of sunglasses I have, my lashes hit my sunglasses. So I have really long lashes. They're blonde. My natural hair color, you can see it looks kind of like brown right now because my other hair is blonde, but if I dye my hair a dark color, it does look a lot lighter. It's a very deep blonde or a very light brown naturally. You can see my eyebrows, ashy blonde almost. So my lashes are kind of on the blonde side. So I don't really need a lengthening, but I do usually like a voluminizing or a voluminous mascara. But I just don't think this does all that much. Maybe I need two. Do I need 2 coats? Is that the trick? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of wet mascaras either, though. Because of the fact that my lashes are so long, I have a tendency, if I use a wet formula, it really does usually transfer. I don't know, guys. Okay, second coat. It did a little bit. It did help. All right, so it did help, but it's okay. I think that's everything. I think I talked about everything. So Anyway, I do try to do this video every month just to try out the products that I used or I got in my beauty boxes each month. Just guarantees that I do try them out since I don't do my unboxings try-on style. So, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. And I do hope you enjoyed this video. One last test. Okay, it did transfer a little bit, but it did wipe off. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Veil. Bye.